So I have a prediction, or more like a warning actually. So I talk a lot about divorce and getting prenups and how divorce is so nasty, and we spend thousands of dollars, and how we can really resolve that issue with getting prenups, or going through arbitration or mediation or something like that. But I think the next wave that we're going to start seeing, and I'm seeing an uptick of it right now, is probate problems, right? So what do I mean? When people die, right? When people pass away, when our parents pass away, and people start fighting over their property. And it's really showing its head in like two different ways. One is the child who lives with the parents, right? The child who lives with the parents, obviously they have sacrificed, maybe their own life, their own comfort, their own whatever, to stay with their parents. And when the parents pass away, there's going to be feelings that are involved, and this person believes that they should get extra, or maybe the other siblings are now questioning what this particular sibling has done, right? The other situation that I'm seeing a lot more often is the child who supports their parents financially, right? And they believe that at the time of passing that they should get an extra share. But the reality is that none of these are true. And I think it's really important for our community, before this happens, right? We're going to see the wealth transfer happen very, very soon. Our parents, right? My parents migrated here. I was born here. But whatever they left, and I'm sure there's other people who are, 10, 15 years older than me, who are starting to face these issues. And what we can do for ourselves and for our parents is obviously to have this discussion amongst the siblings, amongst your family. Make sure that this is spelled out right? The other thing that we need to make sure is that if you are in that position, give your wealth away prior to passing away if possible. And third, and it's very obvious, and obviously as a lawyer, I'm going to harp on this, is that you need to do your estate planning. You need to have a will. You need to build a trust. You need to have some plan as to what happens to that business that you built, that $1 million house, that lake house, whatever you have worked so hard for, or whatever your parents have worked so hard for, making sure that you don't ruin the legacy of your parents and what they built because of squabbles after somebody passes away. It's so funny because you hear about this happening in overseas all the time. My parents are from India. They don't have this issue, but other people, other families talk about how they're involved in litigation over property for the last 10, 20 years that has been in my family for all these different generations. So we are there. We're right there. And so I just caution myself and all of you, inshallah, to really think seriously about estate planning. Have these conversations, give away your wealth, whatever you can do, inshallah, to avoid this next wave of legal problems that I see that we're going to be facing. May Allah protect us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.